all right, everyone. Happy Thursday. It's Thrive Thursday. Yay. I'm gonna have to say that a million times, huh? Hallelujah. All right, everyone. Happy Thursday. It's Thrive Thursday. Yay. All right. So now finally I'm gonna get it. Oh, there's Miss Fifi. All right. Yay. I can't see you either. There you go. Hey, you.
Hello, Dr. Brinetta.
How are you?
Good. Thank you. How you doing?
It's Thrive Thursday.
Right. Yes. Thrive Thursday.
Yes. Thrive Thursday. And I'm here. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Yeah. Well, I am so grateful to have you here. I'm super excited. And we're definitely live already. And I'm super happy to be here. And there we go. Now I can make little things. Okay. So I'm going to share. I'm going to share on my page. Yay. I'm going to Facebook and share there. Join our wellness connection. There we go. And we're going to go forth. You know, I know people are busy and, you know, lots going on. Oh, wait. Can you believe it's the middle of September? I cannot not to believe it. So definitely a lot going on.
Yes.
And I want to say thank God just for everything, right? Just for life.
Yes.
We send hearts and love and well wishes out to so many who are just going through challenges right now. The weather, you know, the recent, you know, loss of life in various places, whether it's fire, the hurricane, so much is going on. So
yes,
get it. And we're believing God for just lots of good stuff. I am sharing with a couple of people, you know, just to say, come on, yay. Come on, join us. And Arlene is in the background. Say, hey, Arlene.
Hey.
Hi. Hi, Arlene.
I'm here. Hi, Felicia. How are you?
I'm fine, honey. How are you?
I'm great. I enjoyed your time with Brinetta and Nathan.
Oh, thank you.
It was a really good show.
So good.
Yeah,
yes. So that was inspiration to so many people.
Oh my gosh.
And I was inspired
get
too.
To where you are. Yeah, that's awesome. So awesome.
Awesome. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah, we need to make her part of our happy people group
yeah.
that we have. Felicia, I'll tell you the story.
Well, yes, we'll
while Brinetta's doing that.
Yeah.
So what we did was many years ago. You remember I Love Lucy? Mm-hmm. And do you remember the show where she was the Vegevita?
Oh yes.
Vitamin lady.
Yes. The cough
So
syrup.
one of her, yes. So, and it was actually not cough syrup, but it kind of was cough syrup because it was supposed to be like vitamin enriched type of cough syrup, I guess. Right, exactly, right? And so one of the things that she said, so all you happy people,
yes.
you remember that part?
People, yes.
Happy people, so and so. And so what we did is when we first started our group, because we've had a number of different groups. We called ourselves the Happy Healthy People.
Yes.
So that was our little our little group. So yeah.
Yes. So we'll have to add you. Oh, Mom Newman's coming on. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Yay. We are really truly favored tonight. What you say? All right. So, well, we're going to go ahead at 6 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and get started. And we are super duper grateful tonight just to be here. It is Thrive Thursday, you guys. Thrive Thursday. So, just speak a word of thriving. As I was saying earlier, there are so many things going on in the earth right now. The weather patterns, with storms and fire and all sorts of kinds of things. And so there is a lot going on, but the goal is to keep our eyes lifted up and to stay positive, to stay hopeful, to stay grateful, right? And so that's who we are. That's what we are. And so I ran and got my Thrive shirt just to remind myself that, life gets heavy, it gets difficult, it gets challenging, but we definitely want to stay positive. And I gotta say, hello, iPhone. Who is that? I don't know who that is, but hey, welcome. I have to say that, what we put in our food, there's Miss Jennifer. What we put on our plates has a huge impact on our mental health. I'm telling you. Oh, there's Miss Connie. She's in the chat. Hey, Miss Tanisha. Welcome, you guys. Woo! All right. So glad to see all of you all in the chat. And we're going to go ahead and get started. We have so much to share, right? So much to share. And so, okay. You guys tell me, what do you want to start with? Do you want to start with this awesome testimony? I think that's what we need to do. We're going to talk tonight about our September goals. So we're going to talk about our goals. Let me just click over here real quick and show you that. So it's September, you guys, and this month is all about self-care. Oh. And man, talk about living my own testimony here. I am totally in that space right now. I mean, really, like literally, I realize more than ever that we have to, and I say it all the time, but hey, I got to live what I talk about, right? I can't just preach this stuff. I have to walk what I talk. So, taking care of ourselves, you only get one body. And man, if this body breaks down, this week, I learned more than ever. I was given a very big wake-up call about how what's on your plate can impact every part of your life, just all those parts. So we're focusing on self-care, and we're also looking ahead. Now is the time. I know it's early, it feels early, but now is the time. If you're really going to be ready, for 2024. If the Lord don't come, and how my mom used to say, and the creek don't rise, then 2024 comes in. Now is the time to really start doing the beginning work. And so I've asked you to consider, what are your top goals for next year? Really think that through, write down some goals, just start thinking about it. And then maybe do the work to start creating a vision board. There's Nate. Hey, Nate's here. Yay. So self-care. And if you don't have this document, you can just type something in the chat. Let me know. I'll send you the link. So there's a whole list of self-care ideas here for you to look at. Maybe you just need to get some more sleep. You need to drink some more water. You want to get your pedicure, your manicure, your massage. You need to drive up the coast. Somebody said that to me yesterday. You need to just drive up the coast and sit and watch the waves. Whatever that may be, just the goal is to try something new each week to find what makes you feel cared for. Sometimes we're so busy, we don't even know what that looks like. I have someone in my life, like like clockwork, like I used to do. They go and get a pedicure, and that's their downtime and away time, whatever maybe. So use that list or just try something new each week. And then we do have a wonderful Dr. Brinetta Wellness Connection Facebook page. I'd love for you to share any of your things, your activities, if you can. That'd be so cool. I'd love it. And of course, if you have something that you're dreaming about, one of the new strategies is dream time. And I tell you, just sitting down, even if it's just 10 minutes, oh my goodness, do you know the stuff you could dream up in 10 minutes? Now, my husband and I, you may not know, we have a wonderful show that comes on every Monday night called Let's Talk. And this past Monday night, we had our amazing cousins on. I'm so grateful to say they're cousins because they're so awesome. Like, I'm grateful to be connected to them. And they talked about the power of imagination. Ooh, wee. And it was so good. A lot of times when we use the word imagination, we think of a kid, like, just children at play. But imagination is an amazing gift that God gave us. And so if you'd like to know more about that, they talked a whole hour about it. We'd be happy to share that link. You can go to YouTube and type in Let's Talk with Nate and Bree, and you can, get that video, or just email me or text me or put it in the chat, and I'll get that link out to you. But we've got to spend more time dreaming together with God. That's what I'm going to call it. So that's the idea. We're promoting self-care and setting goals. Our important dates this month are, of course, right now we're shredding. Yay! Shred, 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 shred. And so we are in our first shred of the month, and then we're doing our Wellness Connection tonight, and our next will be on Thursday, the 28th. And if you don't have this link and you'd like to have this link, you can just send me a text or a chat or inbox or what have you. Okie dokie. And so with that said, we're going to talk more. I see some stuff in the chat. Got it, Miss Jennifer. So I've got some newbies on the line. Yeah. And I will get you everything you need. I will get you everything you need. So don't you worry. I will send that out, and anyone else who wants that. So welcome, Miss Jennifer. I'm so glad you could join us on tonight. I am super duper excited. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I'm super duper excited because we have a wonderful, amazing testimony. My friend, Miss Felicia, who joined our wellness group right in January and has been on this wellness journey since then. And she's got a wonderful testimony to share about how she has, do I tell them, Miss Felicia? She has managed since January to lose 50 pounds. I mean, is that crazy or what? And so she's here to share and tell her story of how, following along just month by month, doing little things at a time, she's been able to do that since January. So I want you all to welcome Miss Felicia Rucker. And come on, Miss Felicia. I call her Fifi. That's my name for her, Miss Fifi. All right, so welcome, sweet lady. Talk to us.
Good evening, everyone.
Yay.
I want to say good evening to everyone, and just share a little bit about this journey. I knew that I wanted to do something different. I didn't know what that was going to look like, and then I met sweet Dr. Bree and the program, and I jumped right on it. Now, I didn't have my Juice Plus products at first, but in January, I did start changing my mindset. Like, I'm gonna do things different. So even though I didn't have the product, but I already was getting my mindset and going into the things that I need to do to change to get ready for this journey. And then, so I officially started really in February. And every month we had a goal. And I love that, about drinking more water, eliminating sugar, and March movement, all that stuff. And it's like, and I love how she didn't just give it to us all at once. Like, you got to do this, you got to do this. She gradually set us together with this, with the alkaline. And I started using alkaline water. That's all I drink now. That's what I give my family. That's all they drink now. And so it was really good. Yes, it was really good. But with that, just to share a little bit of my past, what I've noticed is, I was doing a lot of emotional eating, which had to be identified, because if you would have asked me, I'd have been like, no, that's not me. But it was me. And I used food to comfort me for everything, sadness, happiness, just whatever. Loss, food was the answer. That's how I was going to comfort myself. And I'm thinking that a lot of people probably do that as well. We look for food for the wrong things, and so, yeah. And then I remember growing up, my mom, my grandmother, even babysitters, it's like, you better clean your plate. You better clean your plate. It's like you were told, and that's like gets stuck in your brain. Like, you have to finish what's on your plate. And no, you don't. If you full, stop eating. And I had to really reset my mind. Okay, you know what? I'm okay. Stop. I'm not, nope, I can save this for later. I can save it for later. But anyway, with that being said,
what a great strategy. You get this, you don't have to say, I can never have this. You get to say, you know what? I can eat this later. Yeah, yes. It's okay. That's cool. Great. Yes.
Yes. And then one of my friends had told me, when you go to a restaurant, when they bring your food, ask for a to-go box. As they bring your food, take half of it, put it in the box, and just eat the other half right there at the table. And that helped me a lot too. Yeah, that helped me a lot. But anyway, with that being said, during this journey, once I saw everything was working, I was so excited, because now I did have some times where I was still hungry after 6, after 7. So I mean, I'm still working. But if I do, I really get either some nuts, or I get a piece of fruit, or something like that, or I'll get one of the Juice Plus bars.
Oh, those bars, right?
Yes. Cherry, what is that? Sweet cherry tart or whatever.
Tart cherry.
It's so good. So good. But anyway, in this journey, what ended up happening is, as I'm doing everything and I'm adding things slowly, I'm not rushing myself, I start changing the way my plate set up different, more vegetables, less meat, and, just setting up my plate right, adding the water, trying to get 4 bottles of water in before 12 noon, moving my body, finding ways to move, and everything was working. And then a very, very close friend, actually, she was a sister in Christ. We worshiped together for over 10 years. And, our families were very, very close. And Nina, she got sick and went in the hospital. She was only supposed to be in there like maybe 2 days.
Right.
And it ended up being 2 weeks. And she passed away, 50 years old. It came out of nowhere. And that hit our congregation hard, because everybody loved Nina. And she has, 2 girls, and her sister goes to the church, her mom goes, and it was just really, really, really sad. I mean, unbelievable. It was unbelievable. In the midst of that, the next day after she passed, it was a Friday, and I didn't really get sleep the night before. And so I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn off my phone and leave it in the living room so I can get some sleep, because everybody was calling, because everybody was in disbelief. And I'm like, oh my God, this is where the enemy is coming for me, because I need to get my emotions and everything in check and still stay on my journey of what I'm doing, and not lose the fight that I'm on. And right the next day, I get a call from my cousin in Texas telling me, so literally 24 hours later, my 45-year-old cousin, Saheed, was in a divers he was in a diverse class doing like learning how to dive and breathe.
Mhm.
And he passed away. He couldn't get control of his breathing. They had to airlift him to Torrance Memorial, and he didn't make it.
Mm.
And that was literally 24 hours later. So now I'm going to say about a week and a half, I get another call. A very close friend of mine who I worked with for many years, co-worker, Alonzo, 54, he had lost his battle with cancer. I didn't even know he had cancer. So three deaths back to back, people that like really meant so much to me. And it just was so close. And I didn't know how to handle it, to be honest. One day at a time, because it was a lot. And it wasn't just that the deaths took place, to be honest. It was the families that's left behind, the children, the wives, and trying to comfort them, But in the back of my mind, I still have goals. Those goals don't leave. And immediately you want to do something to make yourself feel better. And my vice is food.
Yes.
That was the vice. But this time I said, no, devil.
Wow.
No. Because I've worked too hard. No, devil. And you know what? I forced myself. Now, sometimes I couldn't, but I forced myself to keep moving. I still was drinking the shakes. I still was taking my Juice Plus capsules, and I wouldn't stop. And sometimes it was really hard. Sometimes I just was like, I'm not feeling it today. But nope, I kept fighting. And instead of like being sad and going through this grieving process, I decided, because I really sat back and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is bad. This is sad. I'm happy to, I don't know. So with the first death, instead of being sad, I said my prayers and I asked God to help me. And I just start learning things from the deaths, like positive things I could take away. And with the first death with Nina, her being so young and, with her kids and stuff, I kept thinking, I said, you know what? I'm going to learn something from this. And what I learned from her passing is you have to take care of yourself. You got to make your health a number one priority. And I literally started looking at those health affirmations. I put them on my phone and I screenshot them, and I would look at those every single day. And just like to share a few, it's like doing things that you love, listening to your body, just all kind of health affirmations every day. And that's what it's going to take sometimes, because you need that uplift. You need that uplift to remind you you're working on something. You have a goal here, and you want to, you want to still be strong. And then the thing about it is, she was only 50 years old.
She was so young. Yeah. Yeah.
And so you got to take care of yourself. That's what I learned from my sweet sister, Nina. Listen to your body and take care of yourself, and do whatever it takes that you need to do to get in the right headspace and change your mind. Change your mind, change your plate.
Change your
mind, change your plate.
There you go.
And that's what I decided to do.
For just a second. And I know you have several things you want to share. And I just want to encourage those of you that are online, maybe if you're with us, if you have any questions or anything, feel free to throw those in the chat. But, every one of us, I think one of the things that we all experience, we set this goal for ourselves. We want to get going. We do a few things, and then before you know it, here comes something that kind of just knocks us off our feet. We all experience that. And so it's just so powerful to hear you say, you know what, it was hard and I wanted to do something different. I could just see myself getting a big old whatever because I know me too. I might even just kind of wake up and find myself in the refrigerator. You didn't even know you were going to the refrigerator. I don't know. But all of us, I want you to hear that all of us go through that. We all have those moments in life that we want to just lean to that old habit. And I want to acknowledge my husband Nate is on the phone. I mean, on the show here, and my friend, my good friend, Miss Tammy Morton. Miss Tammy, so glad you're here. And I also want
Thank
to
you.
say, yes, you're welcome, lady. It's good to. I know you're probably busy in the background, but I just appreciate your time on tonight. Just joining in. And I'm gonna ask you, Miss Tammy, you've heard a portion of Felicia's testimony already. Have you faced any of those kinds of situations this year?
Definitely not the same ones, but just different seasons and different changes, completely different life changes. I think I shared with you, moved away, moved to a different town, moved to a different church, which is all good. It was really good. But then my husband suffered some uh, sicknesses, illnesses, and was he's still going through it, but he was a little bit more immobile at that time. And because he became immobile, it caused me to become more immobile. And so I'm very, very thankful. I got back on board with the shreds, and thank God I gained 10 pounds back, but that's not too bad, but it's still, for me, it's my uncomfortableness, so back on board, doing the shakes, doing the 10-day challenge. It does help me. It, helps me to get discipline back into my life. So
that focus, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
you're not by yourself. It's like, we have a nice group of shredders, and
that's it.
They're doing that. Oh, yes. So, and we're just so glad you could take the time to be here. I wanted to make sure you had a chance to share. And we're sending some good hugs to your husband, and
thank you.
To you. Mr. Nate, did you want to share any of the challenges that you faced this year, just managing your health and wellness levels? You're muted, sweetie.
Yeah, the challenge that I've had is food.
Well, yeah.
But no, I've been very well trained over the years how to, work on whatever any condition that I may have. My biggest challenge a lot of times is like fast food, and I don't do the normal fast food. I call myself going to healthy places like Panda Express and all that, but those are all fast foods. Waba Grill, those are all fast foods. They fry it to get it done really fast, and they fix it up to make it look like it's just the healthiest little thing, but it really not. So yesterday, I after striking out twice, I was like, well, today I'm going to do different. So I came straight home and I put the fish, what is it?
You have the, not the soul.
No, well, if you forgot, I know I forgot.
I know.
So you started me eating it. The swai.
Swai. I knew it was best.
I put my swai in the oven, and then I boiled some broccoli and cut some onions up in it to convince myself that it was really good. And ate some garlic bread, and that was then called it a day. And because there's several things about fast food, it ruins your body, and it ruins your pocket change. So it's just best to slow down sometime. Don't stop. Just go to the house and do what's right, eat what's healthy. And so I went into using my colon tones to get rid of the evidence. To get rid of the evidence.
Oh, babe.
Well, that's what it does. Colon Tones will let you know that was not good to eat.
Bless
And
you.
so thank God for Colon Tones. And so, yeah, it's just a matter of staying on track. I think that Felicia is boosting all of our morales up with all of these
Yes.
fantastic stories. I'm starting to get tired of her with these stories.
Oh, hey, control your jealousy demon. That's the truth, though. Sometimes it's like to provoke you, and you start saying,
Yes.
if she can do it, then I can do it.
Yeah, because see, I've been watching Felicia, and she has, oh my God, it's just so good what she has done, and she just looks so much better. Her husband used to let me, walk up and give her and hug her, but now he'd be like, all right, hurry up, get it up with.
Yeah. Yes, her husband, he's frisking everybody. He's watching everybody. Because he said, man, my wife looks so good. I don't think I can let her go to the store by herself. I'm gonna have to escort her. But that's a good problem to have, isn't it, Miss Felicia?
Yeah.
That's a good problem they have. I wanted to give Mom Newman a chance because Mom, and you can talk like Tammy did without putting your screen on if you don't want to. Mom, I know that you did the shred and you really had some wonderful results. Did you want to share a little bit?
Yes, good evening.
Hey.
I did good with the shred. I enjoyed it. I have to admit that I got off track. One of my challenges is the consistency.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing good when I had my partner, Debbie, but since she moved out of state, we don't talk as much.
Oh, me?
So it's my challenge now is I'm starting to try to get back on track. And I realize the enemy is fighting me in that because, my double household, my other partner here, she's not there yet.
Not there yet.
Yes. And so, but I'm determined, I'm not giving up. And I'm trying to get back because I haven't even drank my water like I was, but I am getting at least 40 ounces in.
Nice.
I'm getting the 40 ounces in, but I'm trying to work it up even to more. So my challenge is the consistency and the discipline.
Yeah.
And those are the two things that I'm making a goal and a promise to myself to work on. Because I'm listening to the testimony and I'm like, Lord Jesus, I can do better. So
yes, right. Oh my gosh.
I enjoyed the spread when I did the one I did with the shake. So I got to build my supplies up, get my shakes. I'm still taking my omegas.
Nice.
And, I have some gummies, not gummy bears, but the juice, my fruit and vegetable gummies.
That's
I still
have
have.
yes.
Yeah. So we eat quite a bit of fruit. We're doing pretty good with that,
Nice.
So I'm determined to not give up.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And you said what was on my heart, Mom. And that is, listen, sometimes the only thing you can do is agree, I refuse to quit.
Yes.
I refuse to quit. Somebody needs to say that out loud. Somebody needs to put that in the chat. I refuse to quit.
I refuse to quit.
Yes, come on, say it, Miss. That's right. I refuse to quit. I know the enemy is mad. I know my body is mad.
Yes.
And it's probably bad because I ate something dumb. Come on, Miss Jennifer, you want to say it out loud too? Go ahead. Oh my goodness.
I refuse to quit. Yes.
That's right. I refuse to quit. This is a challenge. And it's a challenge every day. It's a challenge all day, every day. It's a challenge every time you're getting ready to put something in your mouth. But we have one another, and we got people like Felicia who, and she's going to share some more strategies in just a minute. And then we're going to talk about the cleanse, so something else. But we have people that can help us and say, hey, you guys, it's doable. I can do this. This is Thrive Thursday. That's why I have my Thrive shirt on. It's Thrive Thursday. We're not just going to, barely make it. We're gonna do it. And that's why we're here today. So hopefully you're hearing something that's really truly encouraging you. I want to welcome Amber. She's in the chat. Hey there. And I'm so glad I see my friend Francesca that's on tonight in the chat. And Mama Connie's on in the chat. You guys, we just have to stick together and we just have to agree. I'm not going to quit. I refuse to quit. All right. So now, Miss Felicia, you've heard some of the thoughts. Oh, wait, because my buddy is on. Arlene, Mom Newman just said something about the struggle without a buddy. Come on, talk to us about that. Where's Arlene? She's in there. She's at
I'm
home
here.
with broccoli.
Yeah, I'm here with Broccoli Bear.
Yes, wrestling the
Pet
bear.
Yeah, the bears. So, the challenge without a buddy. Okay. So what I would say is, you want me to speak to the benefit of a buddy, or you want me to
Well,
speak to the challenges about
somebody's
having
out
a
there
buddy?
saying, I want a buddy. Do I really need a buddy? Is a buddy a good
Oh.
idea?
Yeah.
Or maybe they say, I
Okay.
haven't found a buddy yet. So kind of talk to that. Because you
Okay.
guys, this is my buddy.
Okay.
He's been my
Mhm.
buddy. We've been wellness buddies for, yikes.
I want to say at least, 16 years?
Yeah. And we have been seeing each other through thick and
Yeah, and then literally, that's what we are. And people don't understand what that means.
yes.
Been a
but-
little fluffy, and we've
Yeah.
been skinny through thick and thin, literally. Okay. So what I would say about a buddy, yes, a buddy is very important. And the reason why a buddy is very important, there's been countless times where I've called Brinetta and I said, sister, I would say a couple of things. I would say, sister, girl, I'm just, just like Felicia said, I'm an emotional eater. I'm having a stressful day. I see these donuts in the work lunchroom and I'm ready to have at it. And she would say, and sometimes I would call her and say, sister, I would have a stressful day. There were donuts in the workroom, in the work lunchroom, and I ate 2 donuts. So sometimes it's preventative and sometimes it's, a reactive, my calls to her.
Yes.
But every single time, what I found is with having a buddy is that it's a centering for myself. And so she talks me off the edge often.
Yes.
She encourages me if I jump off the edge to keep going. One of the things that I found is that this is something this is why we technically even started the Wellness Connection, is because sometimes the more you talk about health with a buddy or a group, right? Then what you have is you have the support you need. One of the big things about having a group support or even a buddy is being able to really just be honest. And that's something that we're still trying to scratch the surface to make sure that everyone feels comfortable enough to bring those challenges to the forefront.
Yes.
One of the things is so important, just like Felicia said, she knows her weakness. I know my weakness and I acknowledge it and I say, I need to handle it. And how do I handle it? Is by having either a buddy or a group of people that I can be completely honest with. And with that comes, it's kind of like letting down your guard so that someone can lift you up. It's like you let down your guard so that you can say, this is just it. This is what I'm dealing with. So that someone can now lift you up and say, but let me show you something different. Or let me show you another way. Or let's talk through this together, And so I think I'm kind of encouraging, I'm glad that this question came about, is because I do want to encourage so many of us that are on the line to really take the time to really be open, to really be honest. And I think that's the wonderful thing about Brinetta as a buddy. I feel like I've just been so lucky to have Brinetta as a buddy. And the reason why is because she'll always be willing to talk health and wellness with me. You know, there's a couple of things, you know, me and Brinetta are different. We have age difference, but there's a couple of things that me and Brinetta know we can always talk about. Number one, Jesus.
Yes. You know, talk about Jesus.
Jesus. And number two, health and wellness. And those have been those two things that have always grounded us. And so I was talking to Miss Felicia before I think we actually ended up going live, but we were talking about our happy, healthy people.
Yes.
And the reason why that got started is because we still wanted to do something like the Wellness Connection even back then. I mean, this has been something that we've been passionate about as a whole, which is having just a group of people who are just willing to continue on. And I'm so glad when I hear Mom Newman, when I hear Tammy, when I hear Nate, you know, when I hear all of us saying, you know what, we're just going to keep at it, you know, and I remember when Brinetta said, she said, just give me 1 year. She said, give me 1 year. She was talking to the Wellness Connection. And what I see is I see those individuals, you know, we've had our ups, we've had our downs, but every step of the way, we've continued to talk health and wellness, and it's benefited us to some degree. And so when we talk about the power of a buddy or a support group, like the Wellness Connection, what we're saying is we're here. We're here to talk health, wellness, and whatever else you want to talk about. And so we thank you for now. Our buddies have now expanded, sisters.
Yes, we have lots of buddies now, Lurleen.
We have lots of buddies. Be our buddies. Please.
We're multiplying. Yes.
Be our friends.
Yes, yes. It's super cool. That was so good. That was so good. And there are people like Mom Newman who you're totally living with the enemy. Like, it's hard. It is. But one of our things, our mantra says, if you'll talk health, you'll think health. And if you'll think health, you'll live health. And once you start to live health, you're going to love it. And then you're going to keep going. There's so much more for Felicia to share. Felicia, are you willing to come back like at our next Wellness Connection and tell some more?
Yes, of course. And I just wanted to encourage anybody who is even thinking or you're not sure if you want to get started. I'm not saying that it didn't come without struggle, and it was, but it's something that I had just made my mind up that I wanted to do for myself. And I just want to conquer this because it's been like an issue for me, and I wanted to feel better, because I feel like I'm getting older and I want to be able to move, and I don't want no cane, no walker. I don't want to be bent over. Like, okay. So some of that stuff motivated me too. It's like just one day at a time, because I did have struggles. There was days that I did go maybe and eat something, but you know what I did? If I ate something at one meal time, I kept it at that. I didn't keep going all day. It wasn't a cheat day. We don't do cheat days. You might do something a little off on a meal, but you jump right back on it. You jump right back on it. So
oh my gosh,
that's how I would encourage someone, like just go right in and do it. Just do it. Don't think about it too long. Just do it, because it does work. You work it, it will work for you.
Oh my gosh, girl, you know what we're missing and we'll have next time is your before and after picture.
Oh, okay.
We're going to do that. We're going to put that up and you're going to come back. I know you are encouraged by listening to Miss Fee, and she's like, can you hear that tone in her voice? It's like, this is it, y'all. This is it. I just love that. I keep talking to her. I'm like, just say some more. And I want to say a good God bless you to Mr. Morgan Recker, who, just will not let us wipe out even on Zoom. So thank you, Morgan. And Minister Jerry and Miss Amber is on, and we're so grateful. So tonight I know we talked a lot, but I want to talk about the cleanse. Anybody here is saying, I'm going to do the cleanse. All right. So thanks, honey. Yay. You guys, my husband, y'all saw his little hand. Y'all saw his little hand. He said he's got to do it. All right. So here it is. I know. There we go. This is the cleanse. Now the cleanse, I'm going to put a link. Let me see if I can do it. Arlene, are you on the YouTube channel also? I have the New Body Nutrition website up.
Okay. What do you want me to do, sis?
If you can put the New Body Nutrition website link
Okay.
on the YouTube channel, because if I turn it on, I think it's gonna echo. But I'm putting
Okay.
I'm copying in the link in the Zoom here, in the Zoom chat. And you guys, I'll put it, you know what? I'm gonna put it, I know what I can do. I can put it in our on our wellness guide. So then when you guys get to it, so this is the cleanse, full body cleanse website. So we are looking to, so there's the link there. So if you have a link to the chat, to the Google document, and I'm going to make sure, I'm going to see if I can put that in there, then you have that. And so what is this full body cleanse? Okay. Dr. Richardson is an iridologist, and I'm going to share my screen. At least I think I missed. I'm going to do it. I'm going to share my screen. So iridology, and I looked it up so you could see it here. Iridology. It's a wonderful alternative medicine technique. And really, I call them the look in your eye guy, because what they do is they study the iris. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on a second. Maybe this will get bigger, I'm not sure. But they study the iris. This is what your iris looks like. And there's parts, every part of your body. You know, they say that the eyes are the window to the soul. Well, every part of your body is reflected in your eye. And so I met Dr. Richardson. I'm going to go ahead and go to his website. This is the New Body Nutrition website. This is a picture of what he calls the All Tone. This is an herbal cleansing system, full body. I have mine here in my hand. I have Nate's as well. So there we go. And this is literally a 20-day event where you use these herbs to cleanse out the toxins in your body. I'm going to try to blow up this website. Let me see if I can. If I can, I might be able to. There we go. All right. So you can see a little bit of that. So there are 6 herbs involved. You would be taking those 6 herbs every day. There is some olive oil there, and the olive oil is a big part of this process, because the olive oil is what helps kill everything in your colon and cleanse it out. It's that big part that happens before everything else. And Nate has actually done and survived this cleanse. So it's now I would have him say something, but he gonna say something, then y'all gonna be scared. Nobody's gonna want to do it. No, Nate, no. But as you can see, he's done the cleanse and he lived. So there we go. Nobody died. Oh gosh. Did you want to say something, Eddie?
Yeah, I'll be good.
Hey, thank you.
I actually did do the cleanse. I will start off saying it is not easy, but if you do it, you will be a completely brand new person. I know. I was amazed when I first went to Dr. Richardson. I thought he was crazy.
Yeah.
Because he looked into the pupils of my eye, and I was like, well, what are you gonna tell me in there? But right before I went to him, I had did a complete physical, and my primary doctor at the time told me I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and I was borderline diabetic. And amazingly, when he looked at my eye, showed me the results. He said the exact same thing. Never met my primary doctor. Matter of fact, I had never met him. I thought it was a conspiracy. Then he showed the shadow around my pupil, and he said, I asked him what it was, and he said, that's salt. And he said, that amount of salt in your body, it's going to take you a year to get rid of it. But if you do a body cleanse and you follow the guidelines that your wife has given because she hadn't done it before, you know, you would be a different person. And I literally used to say this a lot, but I'm going to go on record and say it again. My wife literally saved my life because I was on my way out of here, like most Black men who don't want to face it. And didn't know it. And I remember my doctor telling me the worst thing could happen to a Black man, and she was a Hispanic doctor. She said the worst thing could happen to a Black man is to start taking diabetic medicines and all. And I was wondering how she knew so much about Black men. So I asked her. She said, "Well, I've been married to a hard-headed Black man for like 30 years." And so she had went through the ring with him. And so I was just very blessed to have run into these products. You're gonna need like 4 buddies to get you through it. Thank God for Arlene. She was there suffering with us. But I promise you, if you just whatever you think is wrong with you right now, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, I promise you, if you take this body cleanse, you won't have that no more.
Well, thank you, Nate. You did so good, and good job. So, what I will say is this: that for those of you that feel like you want to do something intensive, you really want to do something intensive, then this is it. Now, Arlene and I'm going to ask Arlene to say something in a second. Arlene and I have done this cleanse for years, and I've done it for twice a year, almost every year since, oh my gosh, how long, Arlene? 20?
Yeah. Well, yeah, approximately. Maybe a
I'm
little
gonna
less.
say since 2007. Since 2007, I've done the
Yeah,
cleanse.
I think it was.
About twice a year. Now, one of the things I want to point out really quickly, there is a place, if you will go click on this all tone link when you get to the website. Oh, Auntie Cookie's coming on. There is a place on here for you to download the cleanse instructions. And so, hey, Auntie Cookie. Welcome, sweetheart. You made my week. You made my week coming on. I'm going to click on this link because I want you to see, and I hope, Arlene, tell me, maybe somebody who's on YouTube, and I'm looking, but these instructions are there on the website, and you're going to want to read through these instructions. Now, I'm going to confess, it's a lot to read, and that's why we're introducing this to you now on September 14th, because you're going to read through this, and you're going to try to decide in your own precious mind, am I ready to try to do something like this? I want you to read through it. And usually people that I work with, now I've done this enough times to work with people to get through it. I'm going to blow this up just a little bit. But you need to read through this like every day for, I don't know, weeks. You just need to read through it. And even when you're on the cleanse, you're going to want to have several copies because there's some instructions. There's things that you're going to want to do before. So there's like a body prep and a pre-cleanse, the 7-day portion, which includes the first day there of the cleanse. And that lasts for 7 days. And then there's a day 8, day 9. And every one of those days until the last day is a very different event. So the one thing that's true throughout is you're using all of these herbs in your body. And I'm going to blow this up some more because I want to just mention what these herbs are. If I can, I'll pull them out. So there's 6 herbs, and as you can see, and I'm taking my time to share this because many of you have asked me about this. So one of the herbs is, this is pancreatone. And this is an herb designed to cleanse your kidney, your pancreas, and your liver. Those are the 3 filters that live in your body. Okay, so you'll be taking that. The next one is, here it is. This is called Uriclear. And you may or may not know about the perils of uric acid in your body, but one of the outgrowths of eating a lot of meat and using high salted food is that there's a lot of uric acid. This is one of the reasons why we talk about alkaline water. This is 9.5 alkaline water. We do a lot of alkaline because we know the body was designed to stay alkaline. Well, Uriclear helps with that, okay? Another herb that comes in here is called glantone. And the glantone is just that, all those glands in your body. You guys know the pituitary and all of those, the thyroid. And how many people do you know they have thyroid issues? Well, part of it is because it's all mucked up in there. And that's one of the herbs that will cleanse that. Another herb is called blood tone. And so this herb does just that. It tones the blood. It goes through and it helps clean things out of your blood. Another herb number 5 is parasite. Herb number 5 is parasite. Now, parasite, I mean, I think everybody's heard about parasites now. If you haven't, come on now. We've all come through, we have parasites and viruses and all kinds of things. So, but that happy little thing. Now this we use in our house like medicine. I mean, anytime, my husband will tell you, anytime I think I feel something coming on, I'm like, where's parasite? And I'll take parasite all day and feel better. Last but not least is the colon tone, which you heard Nate talk about. And this is like the anchor, because this is the guy, when I tell you, if you need a move in your life, colon tone, yeah, will help you. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 herbs, as you can see here in the picture, that are a part of this 20-day event. All right. So we want to do this together. It's time for us to do the cleanse. And so many of you have heard me talk about it, and many of you have said you're interested. So I wanted to have this time where I really spent some time talking about it. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to stop sharing, is our plan is to encourage you all, go to the website. I don't make any money off of this. Go to the website, download the instructions, order your cleanse. You can order it online. It's about $125 for the whole thing, and it will come to your home. It will have a copy of the printed instructions inside. It comes with the olive oil. So here's the box. You can see my box. It comes with all those herbs I just showed you, a copy of the instructions with other details and things. He sends this oil, Lord of mercy, the oil. For those of you that talk about olive oil all the time, this is cold pressed extra virgin olive oil. And then he also sends, this is ginger. And ginger, you guys know, is what people take when they feel a little bit nauseous. And so step by step, I'm going to talk us through the cleanse. I'm going to talk us through it. And I think for those 20 days, I'm going to start doing some videos. But I want you to get your cleanse in hand. Now's the time to order. It might take a week or two to get to you. And we're going to cleanse in the month of October. So you can look at your calendar, clear your calendar. Some questions that people ask me sometimes about the cleanse. Am I going to be stuck at home for 20 days? The answer is absolutely not. There is one day when you will not be able to be away from a potty. The very first day when you drink the oil. And so that day you'll need to very carefully schedule so that you can be at home close to a potty. All right. Thanks a lot, Arlene. She just put that little poo emoji in. chat. Yes. So there's one day like that. And that's the official first day of the cleanse. It is a step-by-step process. It lasts for 20 days. I'm going to do a video on the instructions that you will have. And we're also going to do some step-by-step review. And we're going to make that available to everybody who wants to do it. The only thing you'll need to do is get your cleanse and clear your calendar. Okay. I'm going to stop for just a second and say, does anybody have any burning questions about the cleanse? Is there anyone that says, I need to know, can I answer anything? Even for those of you that are on in the chat on YouTube. Anybody?
I do, Dr. Bree. This is
Yeah.
Jennifer. My question is because I've never heard of what's the doctor?
Iridology?
Yes. No, I've heard of that, but I've not heard of the cleanse.
Yes.
Is there any research behind his cleanse? Has he done any like any research to because
To substantiate all the claims?
Yes.
There is some information here in you can see that. And I think there may be something online. I'm going to say to you, honest to goodness, the research that that I think you'd be looking for, I'm going to say no. I don't know that he has documented things like another company that we both are part of, and we can look and see, so I don't know that he's paid for official research.
Okay.
I promote and use this cleanse because of the many people that I've known personally I learned about it from someone who had done the cleanse and had so much success in their body that they couldn't stop talking about it. And so we know a lot of people who have done the cleanse and have experienced good things.
Okay.
And so that's an excellent question. And
but can you share a benefit that you experienced over your many years of doing the cleanse?
so one of the first things that happened for me is I used to have what seemed like to be an allergic reaction to everything. I used to, carry a bottle of Sudafed because I was always itchy, runny nose, something in my throat. And so I would just take Sudafed constantly. And so after my first cleanse, it cleared up so much of that. And it was a month out, and I realized I hadn't had a Sudafed. So the whole cleansing of those filters and getting things out of your body. Okay. The first time I did the cleanse, I lost about 12 pounds. I lost about 12 pounds. And all of it was equity. He calls it equity. This is unexited waste out of your body. Since then, I continue to cleanse all of my glands. I've had some challenges with my thyroid. I have some irregularities in there. And those have remained uneventful, is what I'll say. And part of the reason I believe it over these many years is because I continue to use this product at least once a year to make sure that comes out of there. So those are just some of the lightweight things, besides the weight, besides blood pressure issues, besides those kinds of things.
Okay.
So I will direct you. I was just in his office on yesterday, so I'll direct you. Go to the website. I'll reach out to him. I don't have his research, but he is a licensed, trained, degreed individual who's done this now for, oh my gosh, Arlene, how long has Dr. Richardson done this?
And he's an
No,
by profession or
Excuse
medical
me?
doctor?
he is
Is he
a naturopathic doctor.
Oh,
so
okay,
that is by
okay.
profession. He went to school. He developed actually these are his products. So he's developed them.
Okay.
You know, all the chemistries, things of
Mhm.
that nature. Now, one of
Okay.
the things I do, sister, I put in the. Do you want to share a little bit of the testimonials from the New Body Nutrition YouTube?
If they're online, I can look them up. But
Okay, I did put it in the chat just so you
Okay,
could kind of
thank
see
you.
personal testimonials, because I do know that that's a big part of that you want to kind of look into and explore.
Oh.
And I'll just even say for myself, one of the things that we always talk about is blood work.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that so one of the things like Nathan talked about, he talked about how cholesterol and diabetes. That's the big one, you know, like when he before he did the cleanse, his I think he was borderline. He was like 5.9 or something like that, Nate. Was that what it was? I think it was 5.9. And after he did the cleanse, he was within range at about 5.6 or 5.7. And so those type of things are kind of, you know, testimonials. You know, one of the things that I talk about is just the heavy feeling, the sluggish feeling that I had prior to doing the cleanse personally. And the reason why I do it is it's even more so is it's for me, it's about disciplining my flesh. So for me, it's about, so that's why we even talked about doing it in October, because October, November, and December are coming. And if I do the cleanse, then I know personally that I won't act out in those months because I've cleansed my system. So,
Yeah.
you know, people do it for a number of different reasons. I've heard a lot of wonderful things from a lot of different people, but when I did the cleanse, what I found is that it's a way that keeps me, because I'm going to say it keeps me grounded in the sense that okay, so I'll just say this. Okay, I'm going to talk about the parasites. We've been trying to avoid the whole parasite component, sister, but we need to just talk about it. Okay. So the thing about the parasites is that's what causes you to have the cravings, the sugary cravings or the bread cravings or things of that nature. And so those are little, you know, even though we don't want to face it, but there are things between the pesticides and all that we intake in our bodies that cause us, number one, to be depleted of proper nutrition. So I know that the other company that you and Brinetta are connected to is a portion of that. But one of the things is even getting the parasites out of your body that causes that perpetual want or need for the bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So parasites they're hosts.
They're real.
The body. I mean, does
real.
anybody? I think people
Yes,
do people know about parasites?
Yes,
So
yes.
they live off your
I've
body,
seen,
and they give.
yeah,
Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah. I've seen some. Yes.
Oh, okay. There we go. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
she has
yes.
experience, Lurleen. She's in the field, so she
Yeah.
Like I'm breaking it down. Like, okay.
she knows
So-
them. She knows them personally. She's met them.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. So for me, just to kind of, I won't go too long, but just for me, the whole purpose of disciplining my flesh and my appetite. That's out of all these years, the reason why I keep going back to it is because of that purpose right there. You know, you hear people talking about the benefits of fasting, and you know, as a medical professional, what those benefits are. And it's a way that you can do that, but then also intake some components in your body that will help to purify or take out the toxins from the uric acid to, you know, the salt levels, to helping your pancreas to function better, which is what we were talking about with Nathan with his diabetes. So, you know, it's those type of things that I have found beneficial. And I can go on and on, but I'm going to stop right there.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're more than welcome, Jennifer.
This is so good because a lot of people, several years back, there was this whole thing about colon cleanse, just a colon cleanse. And people would drink all this stuff to, empty out their bowels. And no disrespect, that's great. However, what we've learned over the years with this cleanse is that when you just, empty out the bowels, that's just one part of what's needed to really make the full impact on your body that you're looking for. And I'm going to now say, though, that we eat a lot of fried foods. And Ms. Jennifer, you'll confirm this, that the body cannot break down something that's been heated up to 100 and whatever degrees to be fried. And so what ends up happening is this sludge on the inside of your colon. And we know things like diverticulitis and Crohn's disease and all these things happen because of the unhealthiness of the colon. So this is a big piece of addressing a lot of that. And so the last thing I'm going to say, because it's already after 7, is this is not something to be taken or done lightly. You need to see your physician. And I happen to know that if you guys need somebody who will be like your, extra physicianal coach, Miss Jennifer can help you with that for a small fee. But you need to see your doctor and you need to let them know that you're going to be doing this. Now, listen, most of the medical doctors are going to say some things. That's okay. Take your time. There's no rush. But I have watched people year after year after year since I've been doing this in 2007. First time I did a cleanse was 2007. And over these years, I've just heard nothing but testimonies of people who say, it saved my life. It saved my life. So that being said, you guys, I'm going to do one last out call for any questions or any comments. Anybody?
When is the projected, you said October, so you're talking about October the 1st?
I'm saying
For the
October, and everybody may not start on the 1st on the date. I'm just saying we're aiming for October. The first step would be for you to go to the website, order your cleanse, and get it in hand. Yes, Auntie Cookie.
I was gonna tell you, he's my doctor. I go to him.
Oh, you go to Dr. Richardson.
Yes, I take his vitamins and
Oh my goodness.
and he do my eyes, all that junk, and my granddaughter and my friend from work. So
Wow.
yeah, I know him.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
yes,
Well, this is
he's
awesome
good.
because you can testify over the years they help. And the cleanse is just a series, a set of the herbs. He offers herbs. Oh, Miss Jennifer, when you go to his website, and you might already be clicking on it, you're gonna see a plethora of things. And we've used them over the years, the Congestone, the one for cholesterol. We've done all of that over the years and seen wonderful, wonderful results. So this is something for you to look into. Go to the website, do a little research. You heard my Auntie Cookie say she's done it and used it. And I've done this now since 2007. So, oh my goodness, 25 years, like 24 years. Yes, husband.
I just want to take a second to say that the good thing about the cleanse is it would destroy the unhealthy cravings.
Yes.
It would, after you do the cleanse, look, your body's going to say, look, dude, one of us is leaving here, and so, I had such terrible habits. I think the most famous one was the peach rings. I would eat 2-3 bags of peach rings every day.
Yes.
And when I did the cleanse, I tried to eat one and it was almost like suicide. So your body will resist the things that are unhealthy in your body. That's the good part of it. I haven't used salt, or sugar, since I started doing those things. I use other things. We use stevia of course, but I don't even crave because it's not good for our bodies. And the cleanse will remind you of what's good and what's bad.
So thank you, honey. That's one of the reasons we are offering this. We're pressing into this. Now, all of us, we're doing the shred. We're doing this wonderful 10-day program once a month. So, the shred is awesome and you should do the shred. But if you're looking for something a little more intensive, especially at this time of year, this is one of the times of the year that we do it, then I want to welcome you. And so that's why I'm sharing this. And of course, you're going to go to the website. You're going to read everything. Like I said, you can. I'm going to share my screen one more time. From the website, if you click here where it says download the instructions, then you can get, let me see if I can get it to come up. Where did it go? Oh, yeah, right here. Share. Then you can get these instructions, and I'm going to shrink them down, that will walk you through. I'm going to scroll kind of slow, and then we're going to stop. This is going to walk you through the cleanse. It is a 20-day event if you don't count the pre-days. Okay? This will give you all the more information than you ever thought you needed about it. And I usually tell my friends and colleagues and those who would do it for me, with me rather, to read, print it out. I make 50 copies. I'm carrying it around. And we're going to give you all of our little tips and tricks, those of you that are really serious and you want to do it. Okay. So now that being said, I am going to say to you all that wellness is a mindset. I want to say thank you to Miss Felicia, who just gave us part 1 of her amazing testimony. I want to thank all the new people that came on tonight, including Auntie Cookie. I think this is your first time being on with me. This is so cool. And you're muted. Oh, it's the second time. That's right. Second time. All right. Yeah. She's like, give me my props. And then my brand new friend, Miss Jennifer Wanda, who I am super excited to be connected to. And thank you for taking the time to be on. We went over tonight because we just had a lot that we wanted to say. But I want to say thank you and a good God bless you to each and every one of you. And we'll be back on the 4th Thursday of the month. On that Thursday, my plan, we're going to hear more from Miss Felicia. We're going to talk more about the cleanse. Hopefully by then, you'll have had a chance to click on the link and go get your cleanse and get ready. And then we're saying October is clean it out. I mean, clear it out. We cleared out everything. Oh, Lord. And we want to do that. Those of you that would like to. Okay. My wellness buddy, do you have anything to say to wrap things up tonight?
No, I think this was an excellent wellness connection. I think this was really, really, really good. So thank you for your persistence. And, thank you.
I refuse
for being an example to all of us. Absolutely.
Well, with that, I'm going to say to everyone, a good God bless you. We will see you back here in 2 weeks. Finish up this shred. Finish the shred strong. Hey, if you fell off the wagon, it's okay. You heard Felicia say, you know what? Maybe you messed up at breakfast, but lunchtime is another opportunity to jump back on that horse. I'm going to say good night to every one of you. Thank you. It's Thrive Thursday. Thrive Thursday. All right, you guys. Good night. Good night. Go ahead and log out. Love you. Thank you. And to my wellness buddy and to all my friends, you guys, we do this. What's our theme? Change your plate, change your life. And that's what it's all about. And we're here because we're going to keep talking about it until we change how we think about it. And we're going to keep thinking about it until we change how we live it out. and we're going to live it out until we fall in love with it. That's what's going to happen. All right. So with that being said, I say to you, good night, everyone. Bye.